Welcome to Stepdad066, turning the tide on the way stepdads are seen and show up in the world. We're a new breed of leaders raising leaders. Blood or no blood, we raise them as our own. We're connected, loving, and committed to leading them into the future. If you asked a normal dad, he'd say we're doing the impossible. He'd say, but they're not yours. How do you do it? Yet every day, stepdads around the world are forging the way. That's what we call Stepdad066. We're leaders raising leaders. And these are our stories. Good morning, stepdads. James Klobasser here for Stepdad066. Today, I wanted to do a little infomercial. Now, I don't normally do these, and I don't, it's not something I wanted to make a big deal out of, but I did want to explain the new 4-dimensional man training. Now, a lot of people have been asking about this. I've been getting emails and messages on Facebook, and I've been posting a little bit about it on Facebook. So I wanted to explain a little bit about 4-dimensional man training. As guys, most of us seem to focus in one area or another. We're normally super fit, or we're doing well in business, or we have great relationships with our families, or we go to church every Sunday and we're super religious, or, we normally excel in one area, maybe 2 areas, on rare occasions, and with some men, 3 areas. But in a very limited number do we excel across the board in body, being, balance, and business. And this is what the 4-dimensional man training is all about. Just going back in my background, I've always excelled in sport, but I was terrible at relationships. I'd go out with a girl for a few months or a few weeks, split up with them. It'd be all their fault, and I'd move on to the next one. Same problem there. Split up again. For a while there, I'd go really well in business. If I was working, I'd be excelling in business. And then, I'd get another girl, spoiler rotten. It wouldn't work out, and I'd end up going again. The one thing I didn't realize, the only, common denominator in all of this was me. I was the arse. Essentially through life, I didn't have much of a spiritual connection at all until the age of around 30, when I started meditating, daily, and that has pretty much stayed fairly stable through, the rest of my life. I'm at 46 now as I'm recording this. When it comes to being solid in a fitness department, that's easy for a lot of guys. But transferring that across to spiritual, and then across to relationships in balance, and then across to business, and having all 4 areas of life increasing and expanding all at the same time, I thought this was just an impossible dream. Absolutely impossible. And the big question behind this was, for me, can I actually have it all? And this is what we're conquering and challenging ourselves on in the 4-dimensional man training. And there's actually a process, a science and an art behind having it all as a modern day man. If we take it back 100 years, maybe 200 years even, we grew up on farms. We were with our dads all day. Our dads taught us how to be men. They taught us how to relate to the wife. She was inside, she'd come out. Everyone would work on the farm together. We were a family unit. We'd get our fitness as we worked through the day. We'd go to church as a family on Sunday. We'd have dinner together every night. We were practicing being a 4-dimensional man just as a natural occurrence in life. But coming into the industrial age, everything changed, and the man got taken out of the house and into the factories. And we as boys started to be raised by our mothers. Now, our mothers did a great job, but they didn't teach us to be men, because they didn't know how to be men. Everything's been kind of screwed up over time with the industrialization of the globe. But now there's a real science and art behind having it all as a modern man. and this is what we're teaching in the four-dimensional man training, it's also what gets measured in the kingdom software that everyone has access to within four-dimensional man training. Now, the program itself runs for 3 months, and it includes 2 months of intensive acceleration training on the principles and the key guidelines behind living the Warrior's Way. It also includes weekly calls where we discuss the impossible challenges that we can take on and set up within the kingdom software. The kingdom software itself tracks everything for us through life. So it tracks our daily actions. It keeps us, on point and focused as far as the business discussion goes. It allows us to set our goals for meditation and relationships and our body, also for business. It's all encompassing. As I said, we're not being a one-dimensional douchebag and just becoming, just going out and working and then coming home like the arsehole and demanding dinner on the table, demanding sex after we watch football all night and drink beer. Being a four-dimensional man means dating your wife, seducing your wife on a daily basis. It means being ripped and fit, looking after our health. It means, being in touch with our spirituality, whether that be, Buddhist, Christian, Hindu, or something else, or nothing at all. Being in touch with Source for you. Four-dimensional man is about raising and expanding all of your areas of life. And it all happens, in an aligned fashion. Our impossible challenges all line up to our goals and our daily actions. The kingdom software tracks everything for us. We become unstoppable. And that's when we enter what we call the warrior time warp. The warrior time warp is essentially being able to reduce time, or the amount of time that it takes us to achieve our goals. Most people set goals for 3 years out or a year out. What we like to do within the four-dimensional man training is compress that time down into 3 months. And you may not think it's possible. For you, as a normal guy out in the street, it is impossible most of the time, especially across the 4 areas of life. But as a four-dimensional man, you'll see that you're able to compress time. And normally what happens is that we're compressing a year's goals down into 3 months. And therefore 4-year goals down into 1 year. Imagine that for you. What would you like to achieve in the next 4 years? And imagine it all happening in the next year. Now, I won't bullshit you. It does take work. But it's focused. It's fun. It's exciting. It's challenging. It will test you. There is 100% accountability around it. It's what most modern men need. And by most, I mean the ones that can own up to it and say, shit, I actually need some help because I'm that one-dimensional douchebag. But if you're that guy and you know that you need help, you know that this could help you, I'd love to talk to you. Look, I'm not looking to pitch this. This isn't some, 2-minute thing that I just created. This has been tested over thousands of men, over years and years and years, refined. The software is simply amazing. I want to offer this opportunity to you, invite you to take it on as a challenge. I'm playing the game. I've been playing for 3 years. It's incredible what it's done in my life. And I want that for you. So, I'll wrap this up now, but I just wanted to say, if four-dimensional man training is something you're interested in, please reach out to me. Go to the website, stepdad666.com, go to the contact page and fill in the form there. And just tell me your situation. We'll jump on a call, we'll have a chat. No pressure, nothing like that. It'll just be a decision for you to make. Guys, I really I want to invite you, and I want to emphasize how important this could be for you. This is not about me. This is about you guys. It's a choice for you to make. I've already made my choice. I'm playing the game. and I'd love you to play it with us. Thanks again. Reach out to us at the website, and I'd love to talk to you soon. Would you like to learn more about how stepdads across the globe are joining forces in raising the next generation of leaders? Then head to www.stepdad066.com and grab all the show notes plus a copy of the brand new tactical guide for creating more happiness, health, wealth, and wisdom as a stepdad. And if you liked the podcast, please share it with other stepdads you know and leave us a review on iTunes. Again, that's www.stepdad066.com for all the show notes and tactical guide. Come and join the new breed of stepdads, the growing group of leaders raising leaders.